Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. ZombieFreak77 here with you today for our Fallout 4 build. And as usual, I have gone overboard, I think more than my computer can handle. It's getting old, it's about 4 years old now. But I really like to decorate my settlements, and stuff like you can see on the right of the screen there is starting to happen. Screen tearing. Oh, are we getting a rat storm? That'd be really cool. No? Alright, well, a little bit of a backstory before we go in. This is Somerville Place. The settlers here, I based them off of the Salem Witch Trials, or Salem Witch Trials, whichever one you prefer to call it. I've always been fascinated with it, and it's I decided to try to make something up that would be similar to it. So the story is that this is an extremist faction of the Brotherhood of Steel. They believe that the Brotherhood was going soft on getting rid of Synths, and so they left, started their own little faction, and they have very extremist views on Synths. What they do is they leave the compound, they go out and they find someone who they either believe is a synth, or they find somebody that has something that they want and accuse them of being a synth. They bring them back here, put them on trial, and eventually they just kill them. Once they kill them, prove that they're either a synth or not a synth. I'm really sorry about the screen tearing, guys. Once they prove or disprove, they go back to that person's house. They kill anybody who's there living with them, whether they're a synth or not. They bring all their stuff back here, go through them, sort through them. Basically, it's a way for them to not really have to do much work in order to get things. It's oh, sorry, my phone's going off there. So we'll go in and we'll take a look. Remember, this is Somerville Place with settlement borders extended. I hate screen tearing. They told me that I had to turn on VSync. I turned on VSync and it still didn't work. You can see I have a pathway going down here that leads to somewhere that we're going to see a little bit later. You see there's a little broken down truck they're using with a turret. I don't have a planned path for this, so we're just gonna have to grin and bear it. So right here in the middle of the center, you can see they have the fire burned at the stake, if you want to call it that. The last person they had on here was a synth, but if you look up here, you can see that sometimes they were wrong and they actually had a person. They don't really care. They will still deem it as a necessary mistake in order for their lifestyle to continue. We have several different houses. This is a school. We'll go through that in a little bit. They do have the... I can't remember what they call these things.
My feet hurt. Everything hurts.
Yeah, you just wait until we put you up there, you synth! I'm just kidding. You're not a synth. You're Dave. We know. We love Dave. Where should I start? Well, let's go into here. I try to picture these guys as almost university age, college kids, because of the way that they choose to decorate. There's a bar in their main living room. You can see some of the stuff they've collected over the time that they've spent in the Commonwealth. I'm trying to show off everything I can. This is from Northland Diggers mod. I tried to make it look like they're categorizing everything and keeping track of what they do have. This and this are both beds from the CVC. So they can... It's an easy way to make it so you don't have to have a bedroom everywhere. upstairs they have all their stuff so they can have some fun in the off time when they're not synth killing. Nice little place there. Always beer bottles. They're drunks. Gotta do something in the Commonwealth, right? Another little kitchen here. That is giving off an awful lot of light. Those usually don't give off that much light. And they have a vehicle that they're working on here. I don't want them to have actual vehicles. It just doesn't suit the lore, but they're working on it. Let's go over to the school. We do have a fire pit right here in the middle that the kids actually hang around at. I couldn't get rid of the flames after scrapping it, so I just put this back on here, and yeah. You kids. So in the school, they do teach the dangers of synths and Preston Garveys. They're taught all about that stuff, and they're taught how to survive and other things too. You can see there's a little circle time here where they explain the special perks, and they have music time. There's a guitar over here. Lots of stuff to read about. Mostly though, synths are bad. So, thing up there. I don't know why I did this. I think I was going to do something up there, and then I realized you can't really climb up a ladder, so. Back here is all their food, all their vegetation. The settlement recruitment beacon. In my story, that wouldn't happen because they don't want people to come here. They want to get people, kidnap them, and bring them here. They don't want people just free roaming around. Because then you find shit out and nobody's your friend after that. She's right there. Alright, so this is the house that belongs to the kids and who I'm making their father, which is this old man here, old Longfellow. I figured he kind of looked perfect for this role. Nothing special, just a house with some rooms. You can see in here he's got crates that he's brought in from somewhere that they've killed a synth, and they're going to go through it. No, we're not going anywhere.
Not yet. Just stay put for now.
Yeah. Fairly clean kitchen. Yeah, I think he makes the kids do it. I'm gonna say he makes the kids clean up. This is their room. Always a reminder about the bad people in the world, which is them, but. And they have a little place here where, again, there's more stuff that was brought in from outside. This is where they bathe. You see there's a towel and some soap and a hairbrush there. So much fun, right? Right. Out of the way. Oh, where should we go next? Actually, let's take you over here. Now, in the Salem Witch Trials, everybody was given a trial. I wouldn't say a fair trial. It was never a fair trial if you believe somebody's a witch. They would go into a courthouse and they would be judged. And since I didn't want to build a courthouse, I just decided to make a church. And inside, it's converted into a courtyard setting. Kind of making a house of worship into a house of judgment. Which really isn't all that different. The witch will come here, she'll state her case, there'll be two people here and one person up here that will tell them, hey, you're a witch, I don't care, oh, go away. It gets worse when we walk around the houses. Places for people to sit and judge. Yeah, lots of fun. There is a graveyard just around the corner here too, where people have been accused of being a synth. they were wrong, so they brought them out here. Usually loved ones from the settlement. Oh god, I can't stand those things. Always happens when I reach like a certain point, and I'm pretty sure certain mods have something to do with it that I have. Mod list is in the description below, by the way. Okay, so they're judged. They're told, yes, you're a witch. You know, you're not. You have to confess, though. They do make it so they have to confess. So if they don't confess, they are brought out here, where they are placed in these cages. These two cages, of course, you're gonna burn. They're gonna burn severely. That's enough to make anybody confess. Out here, though, every once in a while, because of the location, you'll get mirelurks that come up and try to. They'll spit their little venom at you. I don't know what you call it, poison, acid, and that's enough to make you confess. Then you confess to something that you didn't do. Really kind of morbid. That's just the way I like it. Also, they have places like this where they keep you inside, and you see they have a little bowl there full of food, a little dish, cat dish full of water. Some people have died in here. They'll keep you around just to make you sweat it out. What's up, man? Wow. Oh my god, you're a woman? Oh, oops. Well, who the must be somebody in there. Alright, down here, you can see there's I tried to make it look like there was a little deal going on. Somebody was paying caps for the assassination of this person here. I thought that was a silver shroud, but I might be wrong. It's somebody. They look weird. You can see the guy's got his guns and his shotgun ammo ready to go. Being paid like, what is that, 12 caps? 13 caps? We got some food going on out here. And yeah, meet up there. So this is where people come just to hang out. Old Longfellow's thing is right here. He's the bartender. Sometimes there's a lot of people in here, but most of the time, no. Place for somebody to sit and look out at the people in here. Hope you guys could see that. I just realized that. Maybe you couldn't. That's the cage where people will sit and think about what they did. Another desk showing them categorizing everything, filing cabinet. Up here is just a little living space. I could take you out right now and nobody would know. But I'm not that kind of person. And again, this is a bed too. So I'm really hoping it's not the CVC Dead Wasteland causing all this stuff, because it's such a good mod. So much stuff in there. Let's go down here. I didn't really finish around here. I do have a little bathroom for them here. The people that are in here. Tried to keep the bathrooms out of the houses and just onto the floors, or onto the grounds outside. Water tower, guard tower. There's all the torturing cages. And the people can come out here. They travel around trading and whatnot. Hey, open sesame. This person is supposed to be on the fish inspection station detail, but there's a big gigantic boat in your way because you're a dummy and can't walk around. Yeah, they do have to survive on their own as well, so they do get fish. I wouldn't eat a fish out of these waters, not in a million freaking years. I put some posts in the ground. You can probably see them all over the place just to make it look a little more realistic. There's a guard post up here. Several guard posts, not all covered because It's the typical settler doesn't want to do what he's told stuff. So, okay, house, school, bar, that. I think we can go up and around to the other side. There's another outside toilet. Water purifier, I think. Even though there's a well. But who says you can't have both, right? So we're going to travel up here. Now, one of these rooms in one of these houses is empty. I think it's the one up here. You'll see why when I walk in and the screen tearing happens. This is a guard post. There's 2 mats. You can't see them, but they are guarded. They saved us from the sentry bot that's up there. So again, these are... Oof, that's so terrible. These are nothing special. They're just rooms packed with a lot of junk from the people that they've stolen it from, accusing them of being synths. Categorizing it, making sure everything is documented. And they have their little couches where they sleep. I'll take you up here just to show you that it's here. Once we turn the corner. Fuck, I hate that so much. A little bit up here. I'm hoping this is from the Snappy House kits. Snappy builds. I don't remember what it's called anymore. I'm really hoping it's not that, because you can make some really nice looking houses with that mod. We got a little garden back here. Nothing up here. Just I did add some cliffs. Again, that's the CVC Dead Wasteland mod, just to give it a little bit more a natural look. So here you can see all the meat hanging. That's because this guy is the butcher. Now, there may or may not be human parts in here from some of the people that they've accidentally murdered, but I'm not accusing them of it because I don't want to be murdered myself. So that's where they get their meat from. Hey, at least they're not vegans, right? Another guardhouse. Now, in here, this is where I have to do some explaining. This is their main storage, where they bring the stuff in, whoever brings it in gets to keep what they want, and then they bring the rest here for storage for later if they don't need it. So I went crazy on the do-it-yourself. I was thinking maybe this was the cause. I really hope not, because I love that mod too. But yeah, you can see that everything's categorized, everything's nicely placed. Some stuff back here, and upstairs is where they keep all the ammo, and they're gonna be good for a while. We have quite a bit of stuff up here. Pretty much everything you can think of is up here. Frames dropped quite a bit. Well, not really, but enough to notice. And up here is the main house, and this was actually a lot of fun to make. I tried to see how many rooms I could make in a house with it still looking somewhat natural, like a house somebody would actually build. So we'll go through it. You see the stuff they've stolen, taken, a basketball net. Wow, those frames. Ooh. It's a little bedroom here. Everybody's sleeping. I always choose the right time to come and do videos. A little Christmas tree here, just to, I don't know why they would do. Hey! Get me out. I don't know why they would have a Christmas tree up. By that time I wouldn't think Santa would be a thing. But a little kitchen. I put that guy in the corner and I have no idea why. Okay, she's probably stuck here. Yeah, I said you're stuck here, because she's been there for a while. Alright, up on the second floor we do have a bedroom over here. Oops, I put that bed backwards. I always get those things switched around. Just sitting in there, nothing special. There's enough light from downstairs to light it up here, so that's kind of cool. And in here you'll see there's some lockers because I have a little gym. Hello, how are you? Ah, let's see. Nothing much in here in the way of equipment, but you can tell that they're also using... No, I'm not. Sorry. They're using performance enhancement drugs to help them. And they're outside, they can get a nice little view of dirt. And they can keep an eye on... I can't keep an eye on anybody. Guess you can keep an eye on the ammo. But yeah, see ya. So we come up here. This is the third floor. I have made this a little. It was going to be an entertainment room, but again, I've stopped building in here. I would have put maybe. I would have maybe raised this up on a bunch of shelves. Put some speakers up if they. I'm pretty sure there's speakers somewhere in there. Tried to make it look half decent so they could watch the 24/7 Please Stand By channel in stereo. And there's a room back here with a little bowling alley. I really liked it. I really liked the way this place turned out. The legs for that are sticking to the floor if you noticed on the other way. It's kind of cool. Yes, so I believe that is it. I used the sloped fencing from CVC to get down here. Put those in posts in the ground so that I could make it feel more like what they would do. It would be a lot easier to have stairs, but it's way too odd. It didn't look right. I tried to make it look as real as possible, and I used to go to camping spots where they had stuff like this up trails, so I just decided to do it that way. There are some bodies hanging around. Ooh, this one's hanging around by air. Wow. I would have made you naked, but it's kind of weird. So yeah, that is my... We could call it the Somerville Synth Trials, I guess. Where they are judged, they are burnt at the stake, they can be drowned, held in cages, made to confess to being a synth, even though they're not. Really kind of happy at how this turned out. This is from the Snappy House kits. Snappy builds, whatever it's called now, I don't know. What else? There's gardens back here. There's gardens all over the place. These two kids seem to do the most gardening, so you should be in school. Oh, I could smack you. But guys, that is it for this one. I'm going to delete this save and start over. I have an idea for a Vault 88 build that I'm certain will be somewhat interesting, maybe. But that's going to be a long ways away. I'm taking my time with these, doing as much as I can, and still getting tracers. I used to call those tracers. But thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye-bye.